breathing in the fresh, beautiful oxygen. I'm out here wishing you happiness, clarity, and freedom on this gorgeous day, gorgeous morning, beautiful morning. It's lovely, the sun is shining. What I want to remind you of today is that there is beauty in the struggle. One of my favorite J. Cole lyrics, okay? There's beauty in the struggle. There is beauty in the struggle. And going through struggles is a huge thing in life. It's a huge part of life. Going through the struggles, going through the hardships, going through the difficult times, feeling the pain, feeling the suffering. It's something that is a part of the human experience. Just like there are things we enjoy, just like there are things that are so fun and exciting and uplifting and motivating about life, there are also the struggles, okay, the hardships, the downfalls, the things that really test us, the things that really test our strength, that test who we are. And there is beauty in the struggle. I'm here to tell you, I'm here to say that there is beauty in the struggle. A lot of times in life we push away from the struggle, the hard times. When we experience resistance, when we experience these struggles, we push it away, we bury it deeper and deeper, and we ignore it, and we fear it. And this is how fears develop, when we push things away, when we hide them. This is the shadow. There is beauty in the shadow. I'm here to say it. There's beauty in the shadow. If it weren't for that shadow, there would be no light. There would be no light if it weren't for that shadow. So you need the struggle in order to experience the beauty of life, and that's why there's beauty in the struggle. So enjoy your struggles. I know it's hard to have that kind of mindset, but enjoy your struggles. Look at it in a different light. I get to experience the beauty of life, and it's going to be so much more amazing, having gone through struggles and knowing that life gets hard sometimes. So think about that. And what I really want to talk about in this video is the number one thing that we need to put above everything else. Okay, past few nights, I don't know about you guys, but we've had this full moon peak energy, and I've never felt a full moon like this before. I have never felt this potent of a full moon. I don't know if I'm just becoming more in tune with myself, connecting more within, but I have never felt full moon energy like this. And I've been feeling it at night. Obviously at night the moon comes out, so we feel the moonlight energy, and in the daytime we're feeling the sunlight, public life energy, right? Midheaven, 10th house, all that kind of stuff. But at night, I've been having these times where I wake up in the middle of the night, struggle, falling back asleep. And I was thinking, you just have these random thoughts, and I was thinking, the one thing that I need to put above everything else is love. I need to put love above everything else, because love is the elixir of life. That's what I realized. Love is the elixir of life. How is a human created? When two other humans come together and love each other. It's life itself. Love is life itself. It's literally what life is all about. Life is all about love. It's all about loving things. It's not just about love between two humans, but about loving life, loving your journey, loving your path, loving your struggles. This is the one thing that we need to put above everything else. We need to put love above everything else. And something really amazing happens when you're going through these rough periods. You're having these thoughts, these self-demeaning thoughts, and you are really struggling, you're really going through it. But when you tell yourself in your mind, love above everything else, it's like a mantra. Put love above everything. Love, focus on gratitude. Saying these mantras in your mind, it can shift your energy. It can shift your energy in the present moment. It's so powerful. It is so powerful how this works. How crazy the mind is, and what you feed your mind. What you feed your mind is so critical. Feed your mind love. Tell yourself, I am putting love above everything else. I am putting love above everything else. This is what we need to move towards as humanity. As a collective, we need to put love above everything else. When we think about it, when we look around, you see the cause of all of our suffering, the cause of all of our pain is a lack of love. It's too much anger, too much separation, too much ego. Okay, ego is the opposite of love. Ego is the opposite of love. See, when you're in your ego, you're in your mind. You're in your lower chakras. You're having these blockages and you're feeling the need to prove yourself right. You're feeling the need to bring other people down, to bring yourself up. And that is the exact opposite of love. Love is unity. Love is wholeness, connection between each other. Connection, not just between each other, but with yourself. Okay, love yourself. Don't just love other people, love yourself, because it all begins within. The most important person you need to love is actually yourself. Okay? Who would have known? Who would have guessed that? Who honestly would have guessed that? The most important person you need to love is yourself. Love yourself first. Love yourself first. When you love yourself first, when you say, I love myself, I love all my flaws, I love all my mistakes, I love all my struggles, I love every single aspect of myself, you develop this sense of wholeness, this sense of wholeness within yourself. When you love the shadow side just as much as you love the light side, the positive aspects of your personality. You know, just as much as you love these positive aspects, love your shadows just as much. This is wholeness, the yin and the yang. You look at the symbol, the yin and the yang, it's a circle. You can't just have one aspect of it, the darkness. You can't just have the lightness or the darkness. You gotta have both. You gotta have the circle. And when you love and accept all aspects of yourself, then you gain the space, then you gain the ability to actually love others. Because if we're pushing things away, if we're pushing things away within ourselves, our shadow side, things that we don't like about ourselves, if we're constantly burying it away, throwing it into the underworld and disregarding it, right? No, we need to bring light to this subject. Bring light to your shadows. Because if we're always pushing it away, we still have aspects of ourselves that we are not comfortable with. We must become comfortable with every single aspect of ourselves, every single aspect of our beings. I'm always talking about how everything is perfect. Your flaws are perfect. Everything is perfect. Because if it weren't that way, you know, it wouldn't be that way. It just wouldn't be that way. Everything is perfect. Everything in nature is perfect. Everything about you is perfect. Everything about your journey is perfect. Otherwise, it wouldn't exist. Simple as that. It's so simple. Everything is perfect because everything just is. Right? It's only the mind that can label things. It's only your mind that can say this is good and this is bad. All these crazy things. Like, it's crazy how the mind can play tricks. I've really been thinking about the mind a lot lately, what we feed our mind, what we're telling ourselves, the conversations we're having with ourselves every single day, right? We must love ourselves, move towards love. The one thing that we need to move towards in this life is love. Love is true acceptance. Love is true acceptance of everything. Everything. True acceptance of everything. You are no longer resisting when you say, I'm going to put this above everything else. You are no longer resisting. And it's the state of resistance that we want to move away from. We want to move away from resistance. The planet Mars represents resistance. And the planet Saturn represents depression. It can represent the struggles, the hardships, like I was saying. There's beauty in the struggle. That's the planet Saturn. And these are the two malefic planets, the two kind of dark aspects of life, if you want to call it. And this is what we need to accept. This is the shadow side, full acceptance. Because a lot of times we resist. We resist the shadow side. We resist the hard things, the struggles, the things that we don't want to face. We resist it. And it's in that resistance that it only makes it worse. So love it. Love your fears. Love your pain. Love your suffering. Throw love to it. Sometimes when I'm really feeling my fears and I'm feeling my shadow side, I just love it. I just say, okay, it is what it is. I'm going to love this aspect of myself 100%, 100,000%. I'm going to send as much love, as much acceptance, as much care as I can towards these things, towards my fears. Just love it unconditionally. And when you have this kind of mindset, you're putting love above everything else, you begin to heal. Love is healing. Love is so healing, because the resistance is what, creates all these blockages. It creates all these problems within us. Energetic blockages. It creates all these problems. But when you say, no, I'm going to love it. I'm going to love it 1000%. You begin to heal. You begin to heal. We have traumas. We have built up traumas within us that actually is stored as energy in our body, in our chakras. These traumas are stored within us. Energetic imprints, pathways in the brain. That's why sometimes when you see something, it triggers that pathway and your brain's like, oh my gosh, danger, watch out, danger, But when you say no, when you feel that pain, you feel that suffering, that fear, you say, I'm just going to love it. I'm just going to love it, right? You choose love. Choose to love it rather than to keep resisting it, keep pushing it away. This is when your life changes. This is when everything begins to change. Your life will never be the same when you put love above everything else. You heal. You begin to grow. You begin to transform. You begin to experience what life's really about. This is the truth. Love above everything else. Put the love, put the acceptance above everything else. And it's so amazing how when you really focus on love, when you really focus on loving yourself, it's crazy how you can then love other people, how it spreads. When you really love yourself, when you really love nature, when you really love life and everything, the dark sides and the light sides, when you really love everything, other people are going to feel that love. Other people are going to get it from you because your cup is overflowing. So love yourself, love your life, love your journey. It's also so important to love your journey. A lot of times we question our journey. We get confused. We say, why are these things happening to me? Why am I feeling this way? Why am I going through these things, right? But when you say, no, it's perfect. I'm going to love it. I'm going to accept it. I'm going to love the fact that everything is perfect. Everything about my journey, everything about my life is perfect. There is no need for me to change it. There is no need for me to control it. There is no need for me to resist it. It's all perfect. Everything is perfect. This is love. This is true love, true acceptance. Love is total body awareness. When we're hyper-focused on a certain thing, constantly thinking, worrying, we get this hyper-focus, this analytical mind. But when you say, no, I'm going to love it, I'm going to love everything, you're living from your heart. When you're living from your heart, you have this total body awareness. And when you're in this love state, you also are in more of a meditative state. So love will make you calm. It will bring you peace. It will bring you joy. It will help you meditate better. That's what meditation really is. It's really connecting to the moment, connecting with yourself, connecting with your energy, connecting with your heart space, with the love. Love is really connected to the present moment. And I'll make another video about that, how love is connected to the state of presence, the state of oneness, the meditative state within you. That's very key as well. But love will bring you peace. Love will bring you calm. Love is the opposite of fear. And we have all this anxiety in life, we have all these traumas and anxieties and worries. But when you say, I'm going to choose love, that fear goes away. It just slips away and it goes away. And this is why we need to put it above everything else. Put love above everything else. The one thing we need to do in this life. Focus on the energy. Don't try and change things. Don't try and resist things. Focus on loving everything. Focus on accepting everything. This is how your life will change. This is how things get moving. This is how we heal. This is how we move forward, grow, and change and expand. This is it. This is how we let go. So thank you all so much for tuning in. I love you all so much. I want you to like this video so more people can hear this message. I want you to subscribe to the channel if you are new. I want you to comment down below ways you are choosing love, ways you are experiencing love, putting it above everything else. Comment down below, let me know. Go and join my Patreon, link in the description. We're going to start doing live streams if we get more patrons, so go ahead and do that. Also, go buy my crystals, Freedom Vibes crystals. We have high quality, very amazing special crystals over there, so go buy some. Thank you all for being here. I love you. I want you to make it a great day or not. The choice is yours.